everybody. Hope this video finds you safe and healthy. And so I'm currently in my office and to record this video. So the reason I send this video before we start the online learning period is because I want to help you to get ready for this class to learning online. So I understand when we have a face-to-face class, some students are very challenging because they didn't do well, and I usually will have opportunity to chat with each student and to understand what's happening. So there is one important element to be able to be successful in this class, that is pay attention on my lecture. So now I don't have a lecture in the classroom, but I will do the same thing on the online platform. So I record my videos. So for each video will last about 20 minutes instead of 1 hour 15 minutes like regular class. So for each video it's recorded based on the learning set concepts. So learning concept. So you actually can spread out the week to watch the video. So when you watch the videos, the lecture videos, there's two things very important. First, please watch the video under each week in order. So if it is the first video you saw, you watch first, and because the second video usually based on what you already learned in the first video. And the second is when you're watching the video, so make sure you have the handout ready, because I will upload some handout. So make sure you print it out if you have your printer. So if you don't have a printer, what you can do is you open up your laptop. And you can watch the lecture on your cell phone, right? So you have a cell phone, so you can watch the video on the cell phone at the same time to taking note on your laptop. And also we have the Excel involved, so make sure open the Excel file on your computer when you watch the video on your cell phone, and they can follow the video to do the hands-on practice. It's very important. Watching all the video in order. Second, every video you watch, and you have to make sure you always gonna follow video to practice. And so for this video, as I said, I'm gonna help you to get used to learning this class online. So that's why I'm actually gonna show you how our online platform set up. So now if you click the content of this class, and you will notice that the module under the content has already changed. So you no longer see the module called the slides handout. So where are they? I didn't delete it. So actually I just put everything into this module called the face-to-face period. So you still can see the old slides, the handout, the computer skill, and also the old exams. So they're all under the face-to-face period. And today what I want to emphasize is what's going to be new for the second half semester when we're learning online. So now, to learning this class online, you have to follow the weekly schedule. So weekly schedule. So let me click our first week. So as we're approaching March 23rd, and so you will notice that the week of 23rd and the week of 29th already opens up for you, because all the links are clickable. And so the rest of the week I still hold on it, because I want to make sure students learn the knowledge and follow the order, because what we're going to learn about this from the week March of 23rd is we're going to start learning the regression analysis. Actually, there are a lot of steps have followed, but each step is the order of the step are very important. So that's why I released the 2-week on our first week on learning online. And the reason I released the 2-week at the same time is because on April 5th, our Excel homework 3 will due. And I know some students might learning are ahead of others, so they might be able to finish learning all the information about chapter 4 in 1 week, so that they can actually finish their homework earlier enough, so that they can watch, after they finish watching the lecture under the week 1, they can move to the week March 29th and March 5th, so that they can finish their homework earlier. So back to looking at the first week. So I've already teaching online for years. I understand to help students build a learning routine is very important. So that's why for each week, so this is second week, you can see we have the same sub-module. So that is like a learning routine for you. So for each week, we have 3 modules. And so you always start your week, let's see, the Sunday after 11 p.m. That's when I release the modules. And so clicked the attendance check due Friday and assignment due Sunday to understand what is the due in that week. So what are due in that week, so that you don't miss in the assignment, and so that it won't affect your grades. And so I will start next two module. So here I want to emphasize the attendance check due Friday module. So we are using a more creative way to check your attendance. And so when we had the face-to-face, I asked you to sign a signing sheet. And however, when we are on an online platform, I won't be able to ask you to sign a signing sheet. And also, it's not the main reason I want you to sign the signing sheet. The reason I want you to sign a signing sheet is because I want you to make sure you attended the class and also effectively learning the concept from the lecture and be able to meeting the learning objective of this class. So that's why for the online learning, I don't ask you to check to sign any signing sheet. So instead, you actually you're gonna work on a practice question. So by the end of Friday, 11 p.m., you should finish this signing sheet. So let me open this first week's attendance check assignment. So let me download it. So, okay, let me move down here. So actually you will notice that it is a practice question. And so you're supposed to finish this 5 questions by the end of Friday, 11 p.m. And so after you finish these 5 questions, and what you need to do is back to the attendance check due Friday, 11 p.m. and then submit to this link. So this is a Word document. You have 2 options to finish this assignment. Either type your answer, or if you have printer, you can print it out and use your hand to write your answer on. And after you finish, you can take a picture and then submit to the link. So when I check your attendance, first of all, I will check if you finished by Friday 11 p.m. Second, I will look at if your answer are wrong or not. If your answer is wrong, and I will consider as you are missing the class. So some student might say, "Oh my goodness, so that's a stressing out. So how do I know if I did all the questions right?" So actually, if you will get a chance to watch all the videos, and again, remember follow orders, and you will be able to. You can see this is my working sheet when I prepare your videos. So I already explain all 5 questions during the video, during this week's video. So if you watch all the videos, you should get all the answers down, and also you should get all the correct answers. So that's how I check your attendance. So similar like a face-to-face class, and so the main reason I check the attendance is not I want to force everybody to attend the class, but it is really because based on the previous years, 6-7 years teaching this class, I understand that if the student don't attend the class, they usually don't do well in this class. Almost 90% chance they don't do well, and 20% chance actually just fail the class. So I want to give you this kind of push you hard so that you will attend the class and to make sure you obtain the knowledge, and so that you can meet in the learning objective of this class to gain the real skills. So that's why I have this kind of mandatory requirement. And so the nice thing for online is, as I said, you watch the video, you can control your own pace, but don't wait for the last minute to do it. And so, and also I want to emphasize that make sure you finish independently. Why? The reason I ask you to practice those questions because I understand they are highly related to your homework due in 2 weeks. So I give you this opportunity to relearn everything, and so that you can do well in your homework, and also as you take the first exam already, so your exam is related to your bi-weekly homework as well. So literally you work on this attendance and actually help you to prepare for your homework, help you to prepare for your exams. Why not do it? So the reason I set up the due date as Friday 11 p.m. because you should finish watching all the video before you work on your homeworks. So that's why the attendance check due earlier than the homework due. So every week make sure you finish your attendance check. And so this is very beneficial to work on this attendance. And so this is the attendance check. It's kind of new, and so hopefully you will enjoy it. And the second module on each week will be your homework. So it let you know what homework due. And so the homework assignment usually due Sunday 11 p.m. And so for this first week, we also have the project introduction, and also make sure you're going to watch all the lectures. So under the lecture, and there are a few things very important before you watch the lecture. So first of all, please download the slides. Please download the slides. Don't watch directly through the D2L, because if it's on the D2L, sometimes you are using certain special symbol, they won't be able to convert it correctly. So download the slides, and as you're watching the lecture, and then you should at the same time taking notes on your slides. And the second, make sure you have this handout ready, and because I will ask you to take note on this handout. So this handout will be very useful when you work on your bi-weekly homework as well. And so also during these lecture videos, we also have a computer skill involved. And download the files before you start watching any videos. Download the file before you start watching any videos. And so as I said, you can watch the video on your cell phone. But one thing I want to emphasize is, so when you start watch the video, and so if your internet is not that good, so by default the quality will be very bad, so you will see everything is blurred. So what can you do it? So once you open start watch the video, so you will see on the right down corner there is a gear button. You clicked it. So sometimes your internet is not that good, so by default they will choose 360, so that the video will have a very bad quality. So what you're going to do, you can select 720 or 1080 or 1080p. So this one usually require a lot of very good internet, so I think the 720 will be good enough. And so you can click this one, so your video will much clear. And also if you don't want to, you want to do the full screen, so there's on the right down corner there's an icon. If you clicked it, and it will become full screen. So there is a lot of the setting you can use to help you to fully use this video, and to work on to guide you to learn the knowledge and the concept. So this is the weekly module. So every week we have the similar setting. And so the second I want to mention is, if you have any questions and regarding your homework, and regarding the concept you are learning after you watch the video, for the specific homework question or the specific concept, if you have any question, you should come here called Q&A discussion board and post it here. Why? Because if you think about in a classroom setting, if one student have question, they raise hand, they ask, so basically it's shared with the whole class. So how can we create the same learning environment that is using discussion board? So once the question raised in those discussion boards, so students, if they have a similar question, they come back here to look at the discussion question board, they actually will be able to find the answer without waiting for me, maybe 1 or 2 hours waiting for me to reply. They actually will be able to find the answer here. And also sometimes the student who know the knowledge, they will be able to answer your question as well. And however, if you have the general question regarding how to learn online, or even you have some feel frustrated, etc., please don't post on this discussion board, because it won't, nobody gonna addressing those issues. So instead, for those general questions about how to learn, about your feeling, please directly email to me, and we will be able to communicate with. I will be able to reach out to you individually. And so this is discussion board. If you've never seen it before, please use it. So this is a new thing. And so the third question some student might ask is, how about our exams? So our exam will be hosted on Cengage. So our first exam 2. So our exam 2 will be in the week of April 12th, the week of April 12th, and you'll be able to see this link activated. So activated. So this one will direct you to the D2L. And also, as we are approaching to April 12th, once this module open, and you will be able to see the review materials and review video. So make sure you review before you take this test. So this test will be on the Cengage. So give you a quick look about the previous. So you will be able to see on the Cengage. So on the Cengage. So once I get to once April 12th reached, so that exam will be opens up. So the exam 2 will last 1 hour and 30 minutes. And so you can take any time between April 12th to April 19th. However, once you started, you have to finish within 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 30 minutes. So if you have if your computer crash or your internet stopped, actually you won't be able to log in back. So that's why if you decide to take the exam that week, make sure check the internet and find a good quality of computer to take the exams. The exam gonna be on the D2L, on the Cengage, 1 hour 30 minutes. So our final exam, similar as our exam 2, is on Cengage as well, but it will be in the finals week, so April 27th to May 3rd. So you can take any time between this week, April 27th to May 3rd, 11 p.m. So once you started, you have to finish within 2 hours. So the final exam, you have 2 hours. So the second exam, you have 1 hour 30 minutes. And so for the final exam, similar as second exams, so once we get to April 27th, you'll be able to see the reviewing material list on the final week. And also for this link will become will be activated. So this is about D2L, again, routine. So as you're watching this video, you should already receive my email, because that email is sent to you to help you prepare for this online learning. And so in that email, I attached the 2 files. So the first file is a PDF. So it is called Business Stats Online Learning Instruction. It is very important. So basically in this video, I just highlighting the important things. But on this PDF file, actually list more detail about what changed. And for instance, my office hour changed, and also how you're going to reach out to me changed. So you're going to look at how you'll find me, and also the attendance policy I mentioned in the video. But if you don't understand, so make sure you read it, so maybe it give you a better understanding about attendance policy, and talk about the exam dates and homework due date, quizzes, project, etc. And again, I give you some tips how to learning online, so build out a routine. And so this is one file. Another file is a Word document. So this Word document is the Word document I created for you to help you to prepare for this online learning, not just for this class. So you can see I use the calendar. So basically, I help you to plan the week. So help you to build out a routine. So every week you are in the same date, you are working on the same subject, right? So you can see there's several several dates, and you can see the highlighting the items. So the item are highlighted is let you know in that day that item is due. Don't forget about it. So the item due in that week, so don't forget about it. However, besides those highlighting items, I help you to plan your week. So for instance, on Tuesday, every Tuesday, you're gonna watch the video, and at the same time work on your Excel homework, and also you can work on your attendance check question as well. And so your Tuesday, your Wednesday, you don't need to watch on the video to basically focus on your Excel homework. And also on the Thursday, you watch the video, the rest of the lectures, work on Excel homework, and work on the attendance. And on the Friday, make sure you can take the quiz, and also work on Excel homework. So those are very important to follow routine. So every week, Tuesday, Thursday, watching the videos and work on the homework, and Wednesday, focus on the homework, etc. And so there are a few changes, like you have exams. So please don't change anything or highlight it, because they are basically remind you have the homework due that day. But you learn this class already. Don't wait for last minute to do anything, so you won't have enough time. So that's why you're using the other days to help you to prepare for the final due dates. And so besides the highlighted item, everything are changeable. And also you can use this calendar to help you to fit in your other classes as well. So I know most of you guys take 4 classes. So maybe you're taking a finance class, you want to put a finance class on Wednesday. So go ahead to adding more item on these files. So using this file to guide you to plan your weeks. So build out a weekly learning routine. So it's very important you have a routine so that you can well manage your time and then do well in every class. And so the last thing I want to mention before I end in this video is I do miss everybody, and I hope I will see you next semester in Hendrix Hall. And in order to be able to see you, you have to be very healthy, right? So number one, enjoying this self-isolation, and it is really once in your lifetime things, and you might not ever, I think you won't be able to experience again. So enjoying the quietness by yourself in your office, in a room, and to learning and to enjoying the peaceful nature. So if you just like yesterday, I look outside, the only thing you see is bird, and you just say, oh wow, that's a peaceful world. So enjoying social isolation. Please don't go outside and bring virus back to your parents or to your grandparents. So they are all your loved ones, although you have lower chance to get it, or even if you got it, you can very quickly recover. But you definitely don't want to bring to your parents, your grandparents. So they are the one really loving you, and I'm sure you want to loving them back. And then the second thing I want to mention is if you really go outside, once you come back, wash your hand. And when you are outside, don't touch your face. And when you see your friend, just you don't shake hand, and you all keep your distance from each other, etc. And the last thing I want to mention is make sure eat well, sleep well, and don't have high stress, because all those 3 things, if you don't do well, gonna hurting your immune system. When you have a weak immune system, you are very likely to get sick. And if you're really sick, and actually you won't be, if you have the bad immune system, and it will take a while for you to recover. I want to see you be happy, healthy. And so during this period of time, if you feel very isolated, lonely, and you feel really bad, depressed, so I'm always here. I'm in my office, in my house. And so with my daughter, sometimes when I record video, she run in sometimes, so I have to cut that part out. And so I'm here, and if you pay attention on my office hours, so how to get access to me, actually I have the Zoom office hour, and so I have my camera here. So if you feel upset or lonely, just call in during my office hour, so we can chat face to face using this Zoom. Or we even can have a group chat on Zoom, 20 students, and we can chat each other, see what you are doing, etc. So being healthy is very important. And so that's the end of the video, and hopefully you are enjoying this class, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any question. Last thing I want to mention, make sure you're going to watch all the video one by one. Please don't just watch it, and have the handout ready, have your computer, have your Excel file ready, follow the video, work on it. I'm sure you will do great.